Hey, everybody.
So serious, the music. So serious.
Let's not everybody talk at once this evening.
Okay. So what are we doing then?
Hey, there's Charlie. Hey, Charlie.
Hey.
What's up, Charlie?
What's going
Hey,
on, everybody?
Sammy. Sammy was first today, y'all.
What's up, Sammy?
Stan, how's it going, man? Glad you can make it.
Hold on. So Sammy beat Stanley?
Yeah. And Mr. Dr. Joe.
Dr.
Joe. He's a good guy.
Oh.
Jay, what's up, Jay?
What's going on, Jay?
Let me see. Who else do we have? Bobby, you're supposed to be helping me with this.
Bobby. Come on,
There's
Bobby.
Chris is in.
Let's pull some weight over here, Bobby.
I have been trying to get a hold of Rue for days, and I cannot find him to message him on Instagram.
Who?
Rue.
Rue.
I call him Rue.
Drew?
I think
Ro? Ro, like R-O, Ro? All right.
Hey, Mike, get on here. Where you at?
Is he still working?
Hanging out in chat.
Hey,
Yeah,
Chris.
they're both hanging out in chat.
Push it up.
Yeah.
They're here.
2, 1.
There's his better half. How's y'all's week going?
Busy. I'm working right now.
Oh, are you?
My week's been a little nuts.
Wall to the wall, you know.
Little snips. How you feeling?
I'm a little nutty, but okay.
That's good. As long as they are okay.
A little droopy here and now, here and there.
Yeah, sagging a little more to the left than the right, but
They'll
Now you're
do.
gonna have to tell everybody what's going on because,
They'll do.
We hit our quota for friggin' snip funds, huh?
go ahead and tell everybody so they can.
Wow,
get
you gotta bring them right out, huh? Push them right onto that bus.
I got a vasectomy because we don't want any more kids.
no more.
And it's simpler for men to recover from the procedure than it is for women. So men, if you and your woman don't want no more kids, then man up. Man up.
Shut up or shut up.
Take one for the team.
Not
up or shut up.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
So tonight we're trying to see how many puns we can get in, but man, they just went nuts with it and blew us out of the water. Charlie's over there working. He's like, "Now what's going on?"
I just literally finished up running a bunch of DNA, and I was talking with someone, so I just have to send them an email real quick.
Run it all out.
Charlie.
What's up?
I got to send you some sheds.
Yeah.
Send them in.
Man, I just sent mine in yesterday.
Yes.
I'm excited.
That's the story of your life, Charlie. Tired as fuck.
It is, man.
What are you gonna do? I mean, the 3 days you're gonna put you behind or what?
So somebody actually messaged me today. Was like, "Hey, what's the turnaround time for like clown right now?" I was like, "Actually, I should be pretty good. Probably about a week." And then he's like, "All right, yeah, I'm going to Tinley, so I'll send him hopefully get him out before Tinley." I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "I forgot about that. So let's put it back a couple of days."
Yeah.
Can I get a discount code for subpar balls?
Subpar balls, yeah.
He's just so proud of himself right now.
Are they? The nuts are still there though, right?
Yeah, they're there, but they're subpar. They don't work.
That's all right. Not at all.
Just shooting dust now. Fair
Not
enough.
Not right now. So they sent me home with a piece of paper that said, and the doctor's like, "Well, here's your homework." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "So you've got 8 weeks before your first sample's due, and I need you to
jerk off.
Finish 15 to 20 times before your first sample." I was like,
So you say I'll be back
fucking bet,
tomorrow?
bro. I got you. That's 3 days.
That's it.
See you tomorrow.
We can do that in one day.
Hey, Bosa.
You know I'm in the military, right?
Well, if any makes any feel any better, so one of my friends had the same thing. He has 4 kids. Did that. Supposedly have done everything, and now has a 5th kid.
Oh.
That does not make me feel better. Thank you.
Right. So my platoon sergeant, when I went to Iraq, had a vasectomy, and
Yep.
he found out his wife was pregnant when we got into Iraq.
Same time I did.
Yeah, right after his vasectomy. But he had one in the chamber, so
Yeah.
he didn't clear his balls first.
So
Yeah.
Hey, Bosa, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, both
So who else had clutches this week? Make me jealous.
not this week.
Not
No.
this week.
Is that what?
Matched.
Was it this week?
Clutches?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We had one. Random
Yep.
clutch. Yep.
Paul, you lost your camera.
Yep. The story of my
Leave it
life.
like that.
Paul.
Real funny. Real funny. So
If he wasn't jacking around right now.
unbelievable.
It's operating about the same as my balls.
Dropping the ball over there and he needs to straighten up.
Oh.
Balls. That's
So y'all,
amazing.
this is one of my customers, Chris, here, and he just wants to let everybody know Rockabilly Custom is his auto channel, and my reptile channel is Reptiles and Oddities.
That's Chris.
And he actually builds enclosures and stuff. And he had a good question for anybody tonight. He'll have to ask it because I forget like the exact question, but I see it.
So
I'm waiting.
I was like, okay.
Hey, David, how's it going, man? Cypress Leo to Inchi Batman is laying as we speak. Oh,
Fuck.
nice.
Fucking guy. Fucking hate him. I hate him.
Hey, he deserves something on his birthday.
Right?
Mike's birthday? Mike's birthday?
Yeah.
I must have been going through the chat today. Happy
Little
birthday.
bit.
How did the moving go today, Paul?
I'm sore. I'm not sore. No, we did. He had almost 85% of his of his shit over to the house, which his house is gorgeous. It's nice. And he has a nice little basement for all set up, like, you know, that's perfect for how many snakes he has. I think he has over like 150 snakes.
Oof.
So yeah, it was me, John, and I think it's Cardona, Reptiles, I think he is, or Snakes. Jose, then Anthony was there from Reptile Creations. So we were just moved all the shit. Had to put all the snakes in the bags. I put all the IDs in them.
Who's
And
this?
then when we got there, we took them out and all that stuff. He has a lot of stranger clowns that fuck.
Who?
Really?
What? Dave from Edge Exotics.
Oh, right. Did they get they got a house, right?
Yeah. So
I tested all of them for, I think, hypo. I think.
Yeah, they're
hypo.
one of them that he sold, I believe, is the head hypo, right? I think.
Yeah.
He sold it overseas.
Ooh.
Big money.
So, yeah.
So did you come home with a snake?
No.
Did you
not.
see any snakes you wanted to come home with?
I could have taken a lot. He had some. I mean, they're all the hatchlings and everything. They're all gorgeous. They're all good. Good looking snakes. He had some snakes that were that he probably hasn't talked about.
Yeah.
I don't know. He doesn't talk much anyway. When that on, but he has some nice snakes.
Okay, so this is his question. Is PVC is king, but wood is cheaper to build? I know pine is toxic, but what other kind of wood could be used to make an enclosure?
really wood's not a good.
Mm-mm.
It's not a good.
Unless you seal it, and then at that point you're spending the
Yeah.
money. Might as well just go.
Yeah.
PVC.
See,
But when you're sealing it, you've also got to seal it to make sure that the sealant is non-toxic
Right.
to live animals. So
Yeah.
basically, you're gonna spend more money with wood and then the sealing procedure, and then it's heavier on top of that. So PVC is by far just the better way to go.
Yep.
Well, I mean, they were saying that Stan and Dave said melamine.
Mhm.
But melamine is super friggin' heavy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, you got a trade off. Whatever you're going to do, if you want to go a little cheaper, you go melamine, but you're going to be moving a 400-pound enclosure.
But melamine is also not 100% waterproof either.
Chris, what is
it depends on the coating and where you cut it.
so
Gotcha.
I bought racks from DPR Cold Blood when they switched to the I think they switched to ARS. So I bought 3 of theirs. That was my starter racks, and the one of them that's 10 racks tall, 12 racks tall. It's heavier than my whole ARS rack.
Wow.
So like they're ridiculously, and like you said, that they're not sealed. You have to caulk every. So
What do you got to do?
I knew it.
Caulk.
And they warp too.
Sorry, you got to speak Yankee to Paul. It's corking. You got to corking it.
You got to cork that shit.
Cork it.
Yeah, so he's right too. It warps if any humidity gets into it. It swells. You have a hard time getting drawers out. Yeah.
This is melamine you're talking about.
Yeah.
Melamine.
Yeah.
If you can get out of it and just buy either PVC or spend the money and get ARS or anybody, like there's a lot of companies out there now, even new companies.
What he's trying to do is build one on a little bit better budget because he does have 3 very young kids.
So the better way to build it would be plastic. You can get your shelving in plastic, which I've seen, kind of like Vision does. Vision builds theirs out of plastic, right? You can get it tempered so it's heat resistant. It's still lightweight, but when it comes to cost effectiveness, I think it depends on the price that PVC is set at the time.
Yeah.
For price versus value, as far as durability, humidity holding, just you can't. If you're building a rack to sell to somebody else, I don't think that for
Long-term
durability and just cost effectiveness for a individual to do it. We're not talking about a company here like ARS, but just somebody coming off the street wanting to build a reptile enclosure. PVC is going to be your best bang for the buck. You're going to get the longevity, the durability, and everything that your reptile needs out of it, more so than you would melamine or any other type of wood product.
And I think a 4x8 at Home Depot, white PVC. I think it's back to like $99 or something. During COVID, it was up to like $150, but I think it's back to $100.
When I first started out, I was starting on the cheap. I got myself the storage racks from Home Depot. Like here, I think they're like $50 for like 5 levels. I put heat tape on it and Rubbermaid containers with the lids, and I put them on it, and like it worked. I had the thermostat on it, everything worked, but like it was definitely done on the cheap. I think the whole thing cost me per rack, like you're able to hold like, you're not able to. It takes up a lot more room than an actual rack, but you know, I was able to do like 12 on a rack that's 4 feet wide by, I don't know, 5 feet tall. So it worked. It was Mickey Mouse though.
And then you're talking about the safety aspect of it too, right? So PVC is more fire retardant than melamine or any other wood product would be.
Yes.
So melamine and wood burn, PVC melts.
And you're building 4x2x2s. I mean, the Reptile Habitats one from dubia. That's what I got my retic in, and they're pretty cheap, like $200 or something.
And it also depends on the thickness, right? The thickness of PVC you're going with.
Right. That's the thing. Usually you could buy, because I have a CNC machine right next door. I have a 4x8 huge CNC machine. And I'm like, I'm not buying racks. I'm not buying enclosures. That's what the big companies use to do it. And I have one right here. Very expensive piece of equipment. But to buy the PVC just to build myself one enclosure, it's cheaper if I buy it from somebody.
Right.
And it's done perfectly, and that's it. Like even the racks, like everything, it's not worth, because they're getting it in bulk. Like you can't buy 1/2-inch black PVC sheets for cheap. They're a fortune.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I seen. I forgot what I see. In Home Depot, there was sheets of PVC, and they had to have been $100 maybe.
Yeah, the white ones. I built a small like hatchling rack a while ago out of the white ones, and it's $100 for a 4x8.
Yeah.
So that wasn't bad because I was using tiny tubs. But if you're going to build something big, you're not. It's never going to be worth it for you to do it on your own, because these companies are buying it in bulk, so they're getting the PVC so much cheaper than you're ever going to get it.
Yeah.
Hey, Triple S. Hey, Ken.
What's going on, Ken? Triple
That was
S.
his next
Triple
comment.
6 Serpents. What's going on, bud?
Yeah. And just to answer Rockabilly's thing there, yeah. So I don't have an ARS rack or any of the big breeder racks right now. Everything that I've got is PVC. I think I had one melamine rack that's gone now. So everything I have is PVC. And I've been doing this for
3 years.
Yeah, 3 and going on my 4th season. And I would rather pay for PVC over a melamine or something like that any day of the week. Even if it costs me a little extra, I know the worth of PVC.
I was gonna say, if you spend a little extra, you know what, you're gonna build it. If he builds it once.
Yeah.
And that'll be it. You know, not melamine, but where it could, you know, I get it. So it's probably a little better to spend a little bit more money. So yeah, do it right.
People will pay more money for quality work.
Right.
Like if the seams are good and you've got the recessed heat tape and you've got a spot there for the thermostat probe to go in where it's recessed and you don't have to worry about it kicking up and kicking off all the time. I mean, people will pay for that.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's lighter weight and 2 people can carry it as opposed to 4 people carrying the same thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, where you at, man? We're waiting on you.
I think he has his facility at his shop, right?
I don't. Who?
Jeremy. Zach.
Oh, I don't know.
These guys.
Yeah. So, but
He said PVC wins.
PVC for the win.
Yeah.
I just got the hookup in Alabama for PVC. Whoa, that went fast.
75 aboard.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Okay, I guess that's probably really good. Yeah.
So, were you not invited to the barbecue, Paul?
What barbecue?
Well,
What?
He hadn't paid any attention to chat today, has he?
No. Nope. I at all. I was at helping the guy Dave move. I hadn't seen anything. I didn't even go in. I just when I seen 9+ messages, which I know means 200 messages missed, I just clear it.
Yep, me too.
I used to go and read, and I'm like, yeah, fuck this. Let's just reset.
Now, if it's in our chat, I will, but in the other chat, in Baker's chat, I'm like, no way. That is way too many messages.
Yeah. What? There's a barbecue. Who's barbecue?
Nathan's doing one.
I didn't think you wanted me.
no.
Who?
So I'm a counselor in Montague. So I was at a township meeting, and my tablet is what I run when we do our council meetings. That's what runs off everything and tells me what our agenda is and everything else. So all your messages come up on my tablet, And it goes bing, 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 bing. So I have to go in and turn it off halfway during our live because I look like an idiot because my tablet just keeps going off. My phone's off, but it just goes bing, 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 and like they're all looking at me. I'm like, yeah.
You can mute it on there too, right?
You can mute it for an hour or like an hour, 2 hours a day, whatever. Yeah. So I muted it for an hour.
Mine stays muted. I just go check in every now and then.
Yeah, that's me.
That's me.
Mine's muted.
You have to have that muted.
Yeah, it's no fucking way. I'm listening to bing, 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 bing.
Yeah,
I never even have my phone. If I never even have my phone on, on ring anyway as well. So it's always on vibrate. So.
Hey Holly, I got a question for Charlie.
So
Charlie, what genes do you guys have available testing for right now?
let me pull it up so I don't miss any like I usually do. It's my website. So we have cryptic, clown, yellow belly, hypo, lavender, asphalt, gravel, piebald, candy, albino, ultramel.
Both lines, obviously, right? You said
both lines of ultramel, yeah. Yeah, so the yellow belly complex, then clown, cryptic, hypo, pied, albino, candy, ultramel.
When it comes to hypo, do you guys have all the lines? Do you have orange ghost and?
It's only one. Orange ghost and hypo are the same thing.
So they proved that out, even though there was different lines and they line bred it. It's all one genetic.
I have a orange ghost and it tests just the same.
Okay. Now what about Trick and Hurricane and Blitz? You guys got that test yet?
Hurricane's en route.
En route.
Now I heard. I mean, because I think Austin said something about it, but everybody harps on it, saying that somebody figured that out, that they're all the same.
That's what he says. Yeah.
That's where I was going with it. I was wondering if he was going to test
person that did it.
What's his name? Olympus. I saw a video with him. He was showing his like super. What's the trick? Or maybe he does. And they were this. Or what's the other one? Trick, Hurricane, and what? Blitz. It was a super blitz, and it looked exactly the same as a super hurricane.
I didn't know if you were going to try it out yourself and try to see if you could differentiate.
Do I not like?
Well, we have to get the test for one of them. So the test for hurricane is in sequence right now. So I should have that fairly soon. So once I do that, I'll get sheds from all three, and I'll see if they all test the same. Then it's the same gene.
Right.
Yep. I've got two of them. So I've got Hurricane and I've got Trick.
So then we can stop calling it Trick or Blitz and we just call it Hurricane?
Well, they're going to anyway, just like candy, toffee, freaking banana, coral glow. Like somebody asked me the other day, if I breed a banana to a coral glow, what will I get? I'm like, a super whatever. Banana, coral, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Same thing. The only hypo one
question for you.
Only hypo one that's not compatible is the green hypo.
Green ghost.
So that's not even compatible. So it's obvious for obvious reasons it won't test.
I don't think he does panel. You don't do panel testing, right? Like a whole panel?
For me, it's not worth doing yet because it cost me more money to do it than I could charge for it. But I'm working on it, getting it so that I do it like how I know how RGI does it. So I need the time to set that up with this lab. They're working on it. And once they do that, then I should be able to offer like the same thing every test for like $100 or something.
Mm-hmm. Right.
120 for, I think RGI is 120, 125.
Yeah.
It's for everything they have. So like, it's not like people ask me, can you do a whole panel? I'm like, just go to RGI. You're going to get more genes and it's going to be cheaper.
Right.
No, and you're honest about it. That's awesome.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do it for you, but it's gonna cost you $300. And
Right.
you know,
Yeah, I've got a few that I think we all do. Like if you've bred for more than 1 or 2 seasons, and even some of the best people, you've got snakes that you think have something, and then you breed it, and it shows, and there's something that you just can't put your finger on, right? Like, I don't know. It looks like this, but it could be obviously 10
Right.
freaking other genes. So how awesome is that going to be to finally figure out? For $100, you can send your shed in and figure out,
What exactly?
okay, this is it. Finally.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah, they'll have every gene, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Taylor, how many snakes do you need to have genetically tested?
Oh boy.
oh, I still owe you one, Taylor. What do I owe you on that one that is freaking testing positive for everything? There's one more.
Oh. Albino, I think it was.
I thought we did that already. No, we still have to test for albino on that one.
I think so, because we did yellow belly, hypo, and pied on her. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just gonna say no. It's not albino. No
Nope.
way.
But no, I've probably got 20 or so that I need to eventually remember to save their sheds and get them sent out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You
I have
through
one
there
more
every
question for
day
you,
trying
Charlie.
to find your stuff and then turn it the right way and hang it and label it. I finally was like, okay, the best thing to do is get a paper towel. I only use a half a paper towel to put the shed on and let it dry, but I write the name on the paper towel of my snake, so I know that worked out a little better than hanging that stuff all around the house.
Yeah.
When there's one of mine, if I need it, like I have an ARS and I have like these long magnets that I use to
Maggots?
Magnets.
Magnets.
Magnet.
I said maggots.
I use these like almost as like little levers, to keep, so I know that they're closed because I'm OCD. So I could just look at it now and know that they're closed instead of checking and pushing them 500 times. So I'll just clip the shed into the back of whichever ones it is and let it hang for the day.
Yeah.
And y'all don't forget to use #unbelievable when you're ordering shed tests from Charlie for 10% off,
Oh yeah.
because he's awesome like that.
I do have one more question for Charlie when he comes back.
Yeah, I was just checking on.
Yes, he's married.
I put a.
No, he doesn't. He's not interested.
I know my balls are snipped, but I still have them.
This afternoon, I threw my clown het candy het pie in with a chocolate het candy clown girl. So I'm just checking. They're cuddled up, no locks right now though.
Is that a little cuddling?
Little cuddle action. They're both first timers, so they got to learn.
So Charlie, quick question for you. All right, so we know that different morphs have different genetic sequences, right? So when it comes to like oh man, I just took a brain fart. I was trying to act smart,
correct.
and now I can't act smart. When it comes to like the retics, right? You have super dwarfs, which are locals. That's the word I was looking for. So you have locals. Even ball pythons now we know have a locale. How or are we going to be able to genetically test for locale specifics?
So I think RGI is already working on that with Garrett from Reach Out Reptiles, and their genes probably at some point mutated over time, so they'll probably be able to figure out, the differences in the DNA from a Kalatoa to a mainland Indonesian retic. There's going to be somewhere, it might not be like a morph where it's like just one easy thing, flipping an A to a G, but it might be, a certain sequence in there that is different. But I think that they're already working on that. But the funny thing is now like with the retics, super dwarfs, and all that, they're saying like unless it's 100%, like you never know what size you're gonna get, you know, because like actually he mustn't be working with Garrett on it because he did a YouTube video on that. I think he already found some stuff on that. So like it's just not good for the super dwarf breeders that are, you know, selling it on like, oh, it's 50% super dwarf, it's going to be, you know, small. 50% super dwarf doesn't mean anything anymore, you know.
Charlie,
What
Sam,
about-
just not to interrupt you, but Sammy wanted you to give him a call whenever you get a chance.
Got it.
And that question's for you.
I cannot test retic sheds, no.
What about the Volta lineage of ball pythons?
I don't know if anybody's ever did anything on that. The problem is that, especially for someone like me, where I can't invest thousands and thousands of dollars on research if it's not going to give me a return. How many people are ever going to test for Volta? You know? Okay. So you guys send me $4,000 or $5,000 and I will start.
I don't have that much money, but
and get me about 30 Volta sheds that are unrelated, and then we'll go from there.
Gotcha. No, yeah, no.
You know, it's not.
We have one ball python that she's just outstandingly huge compared to all of our other ball pythons, and it's just like, I mean, like
we're pretty sure she's Volta.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
99% sure.
Yeah, like I mean, I know I'm small, but like her head is comparatively the size of my fucking hand, and she's 5 times larger than any female that we have. So like we're pretty certain that she's from the Volta lineage, but it's just like to prove that out.
I weighed her again last week after our last chat, and she was 7,200. 7,230 grams.
Yeah, she's huge.
Yeah, she's massive.
That's 15 pounds. 15 pounds.
I mean,
and that's not. She's not gravid.
No, she's not gravid at all. So we're just wondering.
Yeah, and even somebody today asked me, he's like, "Hey, can you test for caramel albino?" They want to make sure the snake they're buying is not het caramel albino. I'm like, no. I'm like, it's not worth it. You know, you have like, unless you have, you know, extra money laying around. I don't have all the genes. You know, I need the genes that people want before I just start doing ones that I'll get one shed a year. You know.
Yeah. So, is there anything that people can be sending you right now you need for your future stuff?
Yeah.
Visual monsoons.
Anthony.
Yeah, I already got him, but the problem is you want to try to get them from different
people as well. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want them all from the same lineage, just because. Yeah, if you think about it, they're all eventually coming from a certain snake, but there's a possibility that, you know, all the ones coming from one mother could have a peak in it. It just makes it more difficult to find the location of the change. So if you get from all over the country, it's going to be a lot easier to find than if you're getting 20 sheds from one guy.
Right.
And then puzzle, I need a few more of them. Visuals is always the best. You know, if I have to use hets, we could use hets. But visuals, it just makes it easier. It's 2 copies of the gene instead of just one. And then super anything. You know, one like somebody sending me a bunch of super chocolate stuff. Mandarins, I got some people sending me them. And same thing. So with codoms, a super form is going to be better for figuring out where it is than regular. But yeah, it's going to be a process. So, I mean, we're working on a couple right now. So I'm just collecting for the time being and trying to get caught up on everything until I have time to start working on other shit.
Right. And you're on your website, does it have the information where they send everything?
Yeah, so if you place an order, you get an email, and then I think on my website, my address is listed somewhere.
Yeah, and it's www.shedtesting.com.
Yeah.
And everything's there.
Hmm.
Triple S said if you need some super cinnamon, he got you. Do you have VPI xanthic testing?
That will come. I was told end of October, early November.
It seems like what you're getting a lot of newer genes testings. I guess what every month you're getting at least one or two, something like that.
VPI xanthic is getting released by the people who traded with RGI,
Right.
So I'm not going to waste the money finding that since it'll be released for free in a month or two.
I got you.
So that's why that one is coming out then. And then, I think Hurricane's going to be next. And
which when they do something like Exanthic, do they do all the Exanthic lines?
No.
Or is it one at a time?
They're not compatible, so they have to do them one at a time.
Yeah. I didn't know if they would send them out like they had specifically segmented each one in a certain amount of time to make sure that the variables were so different, and then they would send it out in a group.
Yeah, no, you can't. You have to do them each in their own pools because it'll just, if you're looking at the charts after sequencing, there'll be too many peaks all over the place, and that's the thing. It's just, it takes money not only for the sequencing, but then for somebody who is in bioinformatics. So basically it's a mathematician for genetics pretty much, so that they have to like do shit in a computer program and look at it. I'm sure I could figure it out, but it's just better you just pay somebody that knows what they're doing to do it. And the software is a fortune. So everything costs money.
I hate to see how much they spend in Desert Ghost right now.
Oh man. So Sammy wants to know if you could check for Magic Superman.
What the?
Yes, I test for Magic Superman and Superwoman as we speak.
I've got 15 to 20 samples I got to send in, so if you want to test those.
Oh my gosh.
Charlie stole me a dinosaur.
Charlie still owes me a dinosaur.
Oh.
We need that mosquito.
Yeah.
I got some stink bugs.
I'm still waiting on this damn woolly mammoth.
Yep.
I mean, aliens are real. The government said aliens were real, so woolly mammoth in Jurassic Park is fucking coming, y'all.
We were just talking about that.
You know what we haven't done yet? We have not shouted out our sponsors yet, y'all.
Let's go.
That is on me. There we go.
Yeah, there was a company that said that they're, I think he said 4 years. I think it's been out already. So about 4 years that they said a woolly should be walking around.
Somebody told me there is one already.
Not happening. I already know. It's not. But that's where they want to put them though, in Siberia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 years supposedly, but they also want to bring back that what's it, the T.A.C tiger or something like that called?
No, the Siberian. No, the saber tooth.
It looks like it looks like a dog, but it has tiger stripes.
I thought that's tiger stripes.
Yeah. So, tell you what it is right now.
Google that shit, Paul.
Googling it.
Google it.
Google. Aussie tiger.
Dr. Google will tell you everything.
So Charlie,
Yep.
How
Yeah,
hard,
I did, Sammy.
how hard is the CITES if I wanted to send you sheds?
Got it.
So I started looking into that, and I was talking to somebody in Canada recently, and supposedly it's very expensive.
Okay, because I was just gonna send you stuff for your puzzle stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I don't mind paying a bit, but I'm not gonna.
no, it's not worth it. It's not. Like I know a big breeder up in Canada that sends stuff down here, and they'll only send if they have like 100 to send, because it's not worth it, because it costs so much money for the CITES to do it, which is stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, because they treat it the same as actually sending the snake itself.
Yep. Yeah, because then you have to pay to get the box inspected, and you have to go to the airport and all this crap. It's just not worth it. I appreciate
Just
it.
roll a bunch of sheds up, stick them in your tire, and drive across the border.
Like somebody wanted to send me one shed.
Weird.
Somebody in Canada wanted to send me one shed, and I know him, and I'm like, send me a birthday card.
Smart.
Fold it up, put it in.
I mean, way
Just
easier that way.
deny. I didn't know. I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Tasmania.
I love Allie, okay?
Like, can you ship a leather bag overseas?
Why
Sure you
not?
can, right?
That's pretty good.
Why can't you ship a shed? It's the same thing.
Birthday cards. Way
Well,
cheaper.
it's weird. Like, so I can send a gecko to the United States. I can receive a gecko from the United States without CITES, but a ball python, it's the end of the world.
Really?
That's crazy.
So is Ship Your Reptiles doing something? Is that mainly? Because I just heard something about that there's supposed to be doing something to make it a lot cheaper for you guys to be shipping across the states.
So Crystal just had 4 geckos sent from the States. It cost us $300. That's what they charge us for shipping. 300 Canadian. So I don't know. It's like $220 American.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
But
Just for shipping?
that was for shipping. But again, there are no CITES.
Okay.
So I don't know. Like I have yet to buy, because like if I really want something from the States, I just get Billy to bring it in.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as like my ARS rack. I didn't import it. He imported it for me, and then I just paid him to do it for me. So I saved a shit ton of money because he brought in. I think
wallet.
He brought in like 10 racks, and I bought one.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was okay. He says, I'll charge you 1/11 what I paid. I'm like, okay.
Put an RS rack in there. He's gonna have to charge. I'm gonna have to charge a lot more. Holly, you know what a prism wallet is?
Man, don't even.
Just ask Paul. He knows.
What?
He's seen one. A prism wallet.
Paul don't know anything.
All right, everybody. I got to roll.
All
Take
right,
care,
Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
Charlie, thanks for all the info, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You got it anytime.
Mad science.
We're down to.
So based on the size of your snake, I'm gonna say it's Volta without testing it.
Yeah. But so the thing with that is how do you sell that, right? How do you market that? It's Volta line.
Yeah.
How do you charge for that? So you're putting a Volta to something that's not a Volta, and yeah, you're getting some Volta lineage out of it, but that's like breeding a Great Dane to a fucking Chihuahua. You know, it's hard Great Dane, but is it worth anything to anybody?
Well,
How do you market that?
You say mama produced 19 fucking eggs.
Yeah.
But I also question how the fuck do you breed a Chihuahua to a Great Dane? Because that's
Step stool.
You work in that. I don't. You know.
I mean,
That's gonna be.
no,
That's
they're
gonna
way
be
different than
something
fucking
with
dogs,
that.
though.
Artificial insemination.
Who has the balls?
I mean, if the Great Danes had the snip, it's worthless. No balls.
Just
I'm
almost
just
like
saying, if the mama is the fucking, never mind.
Mama better be the Great Dane, because if you do it the opposite way, I think it's going to turn out really bad.
It's going to be really fucking bad. It's going to be bad for the mama.
But you're right. You're right. So a Volta can lay a clutch of 22, right? But what's the likelihood, or how do you tell people, hey, it comes from this line?
Yeah.
Here's your likelihood. Like, it's not like a 50% head or 100% head.
It's impossible. It's one of those things that you're going to have to say, hey, it's a gamble, but you might have this. It's kind of like it wouldn't be necessarily it's an additional value. It's kind of like hey, you're gambling, but you might get something that's going to produce 20 eggs.
Right. Has it laid for you yet?
Yeah. So it laid once for us, and then it laid once for the previous owner, and it varied. So we went from 19 to 14.
12.
19 eggs.
We had 12 that hatched, but we had 13 eggs out of it because one of them went bad. Right. So, and then they said that the clutch before that was 22.
No, 18. She had 18 eggs prior to ours.
And the one before that was 22.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that seems about right then. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So the likelihood that she is Volta, based off size of the animal, size of the clutches, is, I mean, it's likelihood high, but what we all do is try to find a way to market this, right? How do we make that benefit us in our sales and how we promote things? So if I can't get an extra $1 out of it, then is it worth the paper it's printed on when I put the label on there that says Volta or Volta?
It'll probably just benefit you for keep getting clutches that big.
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
How are you?
Yeah, which I think David said. David said it. Said it in his opinion. It's probably more profitable for you.
But again, you can say that. Years and years ago, you go back. They say genetically, we said, okay, we put this guy with this girl because genetically they're going to be better. So if you got a mama, if you got a mama that's producing 22 eggs, 18 eggs, you can just say came from a mom with this, and it just might mean that if those genetics carry on a female, I'd say more than a male, that maybe she's going to turn out almost as big.
So maybe it's something that we line breed.
Do a couple, see how they grow out.
Right, yeah, and see that, and if we can reproduce that, then we keep line breeding that trait, the trait to produce more eggs, as opposed to what it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting, like, I was excited to have 7 eggs. You're getting 3 to 1, 3 clutches in one.
Yeah. But she also didn't lay for 2 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say she breeds she
about
lays
once every 3 years.
Once every 3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because she's doing all of her 3 years in one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she fucking is. Who?
Sorry.
Jesus.
How big are your her eggs?
Normal size.
Yeah.
They're the same as the others.
I'm just picturing these like Jurassic Park looking eggs. So.
I mean, if you look at my hand, right? So if I cup it, it's about.
Be gentle.
Comparatively.
I can't.
Mine are mini.
I can't. So anyway, just not going to work out on camera.
No. We just have to go.
Just cup it.
Nothing at the same size.
He's got big balls. Who's got the biggest balls of the world?
Dirty
I
big
don't know why
balls.
that song was just in my head, but it was.
Yeah.
No, her eggs were comparable size, maybe a little bit larger than some of the others that we've had, but comparable. I mean, it wasn't anything drastic.
No.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
My balls, on the other hand,
Are not
a little
Jurassic.
swollen.
Are not.
They're a little larger than Paul's.
Right
How
now.
do you know how
Just
big
right
Paul's
now, they're
are?
swollen, Paul. Don't take
As
offense.
of now,
How do you know how big his are?
Paul, how big are your balls?
if
I
you
just
can
took-
cup them,
Are we doing this again? Are we doing this again? We are.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
your hair looks nice, Paul.
Thanks, bud.
No problem.
I just saw wishing for. Is she in there? There you go. Jessica.
Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
So.
Y'all are crazy.
Yep.
They sure
Paul,
are.
Paul, how
They're
are you
not-
feeling about your Tinley fight? Are you ready?
Oh God, I can't wait. Can't wait.
Just don't
Yeah,
give us
over with.
me beforehand.
What? Yeah. All I care about is not getting fucking tapped out or pinned in 3 seconds. Or just let it go so that the fight's over.
Are they going to live stream the fight?
That happens.
I think so. You know, I think I remember him saying that they might try to live stream it.
No, it's coming up in Tinley.
Yeah, so we'll see how that works.
What's the size comparison, Paul?
I want to see.
Like how big is he? Not we're not talking about ball pythons. We're talking about man size.
So at the time, but I believe he dropped some weight. So I'm pretty sure that I'm a lot heavier than him now.
I'm keeping him.
They've seen her.
Yeah.
You're heavier than he is now?
Yeah.
What about like how tall is he compared to you?
I think we might be the same height.
Oh, you've got the advantage then.
So we'll see how that works.
You don't.
Yeah, Mike is gonna be in my corner.
Thank you.
That's right. So
You guys are doing straight up like a wrestling, or is it?
a little wrestling, yeah. Supposedly a little wrestling grappling matches.
There you go.
I don't know the difference between wrestling and grappling, but whatever.
It's the same.
That's yeah.
That's-
Grappling allows for more tap outs, where wrestling is more about points.
Yeah, Kevin's at DR in DR right now. Hopefully he's getting a little soft.
What you got there?
Is that the
This is the Volta. So that's our
all
stretch
three of you all? Holy Jesus.
across the whole family.
There you go.
Dang.
She's a big girl.
Shit, she's a big girl.
And what has she produced?
Your hand. I was gonna say like
Eggs.
Not head shy and all.
comparatively. Hello.
Yeah, she's big, but she's a big old sweetie.
Oh yeah.
I would love to have one of her babies.
We have them upstairs.
As you're kissing it. Oh, William, how you doing, William? So yeah, so it should be fun. I can't wait.
So you didn't say the elephant in the room. So what are you weighing right now, Paul?
I was 247 when I started this weight loss challenge, and I think I'm still 247.
So the
So
challenge
Holly
is going well.
wins.
The challenge did not go well at all. At least I didn't gain as much weight. But yeah. So I'm a good 247.
Solid 250.
I might as well, right? 250.
But I still beat him though.
If you're not losing weight, you might as well gain some.
Yeah. I can tell you right now, to be honest, I probably most likely gained more than what it was, but I just haven't fucking stopped eating the past couple of days. So
at least 5'2".
You only live once. Enjoy the food.
I emotionally eat.
Mike's taking bets on who throws up first, you or Kevin.
Oh, it won't be Kevin. Kevin's been working out.
Oh, Paul, 100%. How do you work in a prison and you don't work out, man?
Because those fights do not last long, and I'll definitely fucking could put somebody down in a few seconds.
I'm saying,
by that time, there's already 30 people behind me.
Well, those ones you're not carrying. You're giving him a knife chop to the throat. You're not going to do that to Kevin. Oh, I don't.
No. A man can't breathe. He can't fight. Remember that. Yeah. Fucking jab him right in the throat.
Jeez. I'm gonna play this real quick. And it does kind of go on for a little too long, doesn't it? But I do want people to know they only have a few days left to get that 20% off of a logo.
Hell yeah, get that 20% off from Sinking Pencil.
Very well worth it. If you look at the top of our deal here, Kevin has a logo from him. Paul and I both do. Blue Line, M&K. Who else do we have?
I don't think Baker got it from Sinking Pencil.
Oh, okay. I thought he did.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of people. That guy Jeremy that was in here from T.A.C. ended up getting Sinking Pencil. There's a few people.
I highly recommend him.
Yeah, he does good work.
Yeah, that's right. # not another pencil.
That's it. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There he is. There's Jeremy.
Yes, Baker's is from him, he said.
Is it?
Yep. He sent him the
Son of a bitch.
Learn something new every day. Paul doesn't really know everything.
What? Done with you.
All right, everybody. We're at our hour. So thank everybody for joining us, and we'll see you backstage.
See you backstage.
Do we need to add anything else, Paul?
Nope. We're good.
You're good.
We're good.
How about you, Taylor? You want to add anything?
Not that I can think of.
Nothing.
How about you, Gerald?
We don't have a Gerald. We do have a Gerald.
You have a Gerald.
Gerald
Like I said, he really doesn't know everything, y'all.
No, just a shout out to whatever Canadians end up watching this stuff.
Yeah.
I think there's probably 2 of us, so hey.
Yeah.
And what about you, Allie? You got to speak for your old man since he's injured.
I love you, Holly.
I love you too, girl. I'll see everybody backstage.
Take care,
Bye.
guys.